Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Life is great. I'm happy to hear that. So today we have only one job, getting antimatter. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go into creative and cheat take number 2. We need a reactor. At first I was planning to assemble the reactor over here, but then I was like, this is the end game and there's a very high chance that we only need a teeny tiny bit of antimatter. So instead of making something in the middle of my base, we're going to do that inside the compact machine. Cause then I can just unclaim the chunks, do whatever I want. So let's get a bunch of reactor casings. And let's go with something which is 13 by 13. That should be fine. Also let us set our spawn over here, so that we don't spawn inside the reactor. Another thing is that, yeah, I can use a construction wand, finally. Okay, so this is our reactor, it's 15 blocks tall, it's 13 by 13. But the outer ring is hollow. We don't have connected textures, so there's no point of using glass. We're going to have an input for water on top, input for fuel, output for coolant, and output for waste. Also, another main reason that I want to do this over here is that this machine, the neutron activator, is a brand new multi-block. I don't really know how it works. So at least if I mess it up, radiation is not going to be in our base. So let us also try and assemble the neutron activator. So it does require carbon casings, 24 of them. Then it does require some whisper glass. Actually, some things go inside, yes. Neutron reflector from Oritech, doesn't go there. It goes one block higher, and one heat vent on top. And we just surround everything with whisper glass, and one empowered void crystal block on top. I think we're done. So now the question is, how does this work? It doesn't have any input hatch, output hatch, or whatever. Therefore, I'm assuming everything has to be pumped into the controller. Yes, that's true. And we can extract from the controller. So that's your input, that is your output, and we need to pump in the waste. Let's try to make the waste pipe as long as possible so that we will have a huge buffer. It's a custom machine, so I have no idea how fast it's going to be. Okay, I do admit, it does look stupid. But to be honest with you, the entire reason that it looks weird is because of this guy. But obviously we have our input for fissile fuel, we have a waste barrel for steam. Obviously later on when I run into problems with power, I'm going to operate a turbine using that steam. So this could be temporary. But we also have our waste which goes up there, comes back down, goes inside the centrifuge so that we would get plutonium, goes inside the neutron activator so that we get polonium. We do have 2 pressurized reaction chambers, one for plutonium pellets and one for polonium pellets. And a whole lot of waste barrels. Also, since this is a dire wire, let's extend this one so that I don't mess it up later. This will be polonium and it will go into our SPS chamber. Let's see if we can operate the reactor. For that we need to go to spawn. Doesn't work, which is perfectly fine. Oops. Oh, okay. I didn't like that. We need to go to Mr. Catalyst. We're going to purchase some stuff. Some infinite water cells. So somebody left me a very fun tip. Let's see if it works. So he did mention that we can have storage buses on the reactor ports. And then we can have ME extended IO ports. And what do we do with that? We put the ME infinity water cell inside. And that should be infinite water. Do you know why it's slow? It needs cards. Oh, we're having power issues. That is perfectly fine. We add cells. Maybe that was too fast. Also, just in case, I'm going to make a backup. And now that the backup is done, we can fill in the reactor. We're getting fissile fuel, perfect. So it's set at 0.1 millibuckets per tick. We're doing fine. We go to 10 millibuckets per tick, still fine. And we are getting waste. No? Oh, the waste goes inside the activator. Oh, that's polonium. Okay. Easier than I was expecting. So if we enable auto output, that's polonium, and you're also getting polonium. Okay. That was easy. I'm going to be very honest with you, I had no idea this is going to be that simple. We already have some polonium pellets, some plutonium pellets. Obviously, we are also going to need way more polonium, but everything seems to be working fine. We're also going to increase the burn rate to 80 millibuckets per tick. We're still doing fine. You know, for some reason, because of what happened to the world engine, I thought this machine is going to be buggy, but it's working nice. Oh, and by the way, we didn't need that much neutronium piles. Each one is going to last for like 14,000 ticks. Yeah, 14,400 ticks. In the quest book, it does tell you that one neutron collector is enough for 2 of these neutronium activators. I think we also have 124 nuclear waste barrels, and so far the waste is fine. Remember, after we get the SPS chamber, waste is no longer the issue. because we're burning the polonium. But as usual, let us try to get some SPS casings. We need 40 of them at this very moment. I don't know if I can craft it or not. I'm just running out of HTPE. So that's 40, right? Yeah. We just ran out of polonium. And of course, the entire reason that we are going to try and make 40 of them, so many quests. Well, the entire reason that we're going to go with 40 is that they're going to give us some as a quest reward. But don't you worry, we're getting more polonium. The ports are a bit expensive and we need 3 of them. So there you go. We need a whole ton of glass. And we just need 1 laser. And honestly speaking, this is not all the mods 10. We don't have endless power. We can barely operate this laser. So there you go. Now we get extra goodies. Anywho, let's see if I can actually assemble an SPS chamber. That should be correct, right? Well, so far it has been a whole lot of glass, but I think I need more SPS casings. Because there's no way in this universe that this is going to be enough, right? Yeah, it's not enough. It's okay, we have more polonium, we have more plutonium. You know, now that we are assembling the SPS chamber, I'm actually sad. Why didn't we make this inside our base? It's complete. But that's our laser. That should be input for polonium, and this should be output for antimatter. I love this multi-block. It's so amazing. But we shall provide you with power. I'm not gonna bypass limit right now. We turn off plutonium, because we don't need that. We are also going to turn off polonium, and we just connect you. Wow, that scared me. Yeah, we're getting antimatter at a very garbage rate. Bypass limit? Oh no. I don't know, let's limit it to 1.5 million RF. That's a very garbage speed. So maybe 2 million? Because remember, we should not have any polonium inside this tube, otherwise we're screwed. So we are producing 6.5 million RF, we're consuming between 2-3 million. That's what I wanted to know. So this can be increased easily to 3 million RF. Now it's at a more decent speed. Yeah, we're getting polonium, you go faster. 4 million? It's still rising. 5 million RF, that's my final offer. You know, for a short period we can go to 10 million. Yeah, finally it's dropping. Also, a very small thing that I wanted to mention is that in between the episodes, I have ordered 100 promethium ingots. Well, it's 70% done, we're still waiting for 30 of them. I just wanted to mention that because I'm assuming very soon we need to make something called a neutronium compressor in order to make singularities, and that requires the ultimate machine core from Oritech. And that requires 8 promethium. And I just realized I don't have vibrant alloy. Oh, I have it on Oritech, the foundry. Oh, we're fine. We don't care. And it's probably done inside the same machine? Oh, it's making the energetic alloy. We're fine. And we have slimes. But we are 10% there with 1 antimatter. You know, I just had a thought. We don't have to burn fuel that fast. Therefore, we can reduce the power consumption on the SPS chamber. And that means there's not going to be a huge backlog. Because I don't really want to stand AFK here. We have other things to do. My fellow lords and ladies of darkness, it has been actually 1 hour later and, well, we ran into a problem. I went to the overworld, I AFK'd over there, and when I came back, the reactor was offline. And also the neutron activator had an error, but thankfully in this one you can dump everything. Obviously without any contamination, so we're good again, but I have to AFK here apparently, and I'm still waiting for 1 antimatter pellet. So I thought in the meantime, I'd do something useful. We're gonna make netherite armor. No. Really? Well, obviously not. We're going to make my favorite armor. The MekaSuit. It's like super cheap, I just had to make some polonium. Oh, my hearts are gone. It's okay. This is fancy. Also, another thing that I have been thinking while the upgrades are getting ready is that why would you go with a turbine? Obviously, we have the draconic reactor. It's just that I'm not sure how much chaos we have. Can I have 1 shard? Yeah. So if necessary, I can do that. But yeah, for obvious reasons, we're also going to try and install the upgrades literally over here. Because I don't really want to restart everything. But let us upgrade our armor. This one was power. I guess radiation shielding is not a bad idea. Because I'm going to stay here. Some breathing units. Some extra speed. Gyroscope is not that bad. We might visit a dungeon which is in water, so hydrostatic repulsor. I don't know. Soul Surfer. Why not? Also, can we accelerate a bit? Yeah, we're good. That was 200 million RF, just in case you're wondering. And we get 75 bucks. Thank you. And the polonium is gone. Well, we have what we want. Let's go home. You know, I just realized something. At first, I thought that is the reflection of those black stones. But this is tinted glass, so they actually made it. That's an amazing job. Oh, these are candles. You know, FTB team is just great. But we are here. This is the Echo of Radiance. And I cannot buy whatever I wanted. So let's go back home. So what we want to do is very simple. This is the magnetic field, right? We're going to have an extra add-on extender. We're going to have way more efficiency upgrades. By way more, I just mean one more. A capacity upgrade and the ender gate. We're also going to order one more efficient speed add-on tier 8. Could take some time. Just in case you're wondering, we're aiming for 15,000 joules. But let's give it a test. Maybe it works. Not the antimatter. We can just launch anything, right? The potentiometer is at 15. Okay, it's not enough. I think I have found the problem. So, let's put one garbage inside. It's being accelerated, right? Once it reaches a certain speed, the magnetic field is going to kick in. You see? Power is going up. And boom. That's such an easy fix. We go to John. Hello, John. We want acceptor add-on tier 9. Let's get 2. Also maybe a capacitor or 2? Because that's the only problem. If we do manage to hold enough power inside that magnetic field, then we can reach whatever speed we want, right? So acceptor add-on tier 9. Now we can hold 61 million RF inside. With all the capacitors. Also, screw ender gates, we're going to go with flux networks because they have unlimited transfer rate. And let's try this again. With a cobblestone. Okay, that's getting too fast. I'm scared. Yep. 15,000 joules. So I think it's a large chaos fragment and one antimatter. That should give us the black hole. It's a small chaos fragment. Oops. It's this one. So antimatter goes in. Small chaos fragment goes in. And we should get our black hole. Come on. You can do it. Dude, please. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the black hole. Why wasn't this a quest? Why do you need a chaos shard? I can make a chaos shard, but why do you need that? There you go. Okay, we got them both. Now we can make the void container. So it's a bit of dark matter blocks, a bit of nuggets, and the void container. Yes, we are powering the void. Really, Ender Chest? So who do we talk to? Yes. So I'm guessing we do have to talk to you. You have the lasers. Stage complete. And we just have to assemble. You need a dark matter block. That's it. So let's go to World Engine and do the upgrade. I don't really think you have to do it here. So we submit everything, do the upgrade. Awesome. That's the final upgrade. Ever. At least that's my hope, because I don't see anything else. Well, there is something else. Meet Infinity. We have already met him. We have to make singularities. Cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have went up ahead and made myself the neutronium compressor. But here is a barrel. We're going to upgrade it to copper and a stack upgrade. I have patterns for all the singularities. They're not that bad, it's just 100 or 50. And you might notice I have even made 18 photon infused singularities. Anyways, the quantum compressor goes there. Neutronium, sorry. And yeah, I also had to go into creative and break the world engine again. It had an error for some reason. So the items for the singularity are going to go inside this barrel. We're going to pump it into the compressor. And then we just import back everything into our system. That's a singularity and it's imported. So that means I can have the infinity singularity? I have already set patterns, so there should not be a hiccup. Yeah, this already works fine. So all the singularities are in, it's not crafting it. Why? Temperature required 750. We have the strange matter, we have photon. Is it the heat? Could be the heat. Is it the power? Alright, my fellow Dark Ones, so I got the singularity. It's a bit of a long story, but I had to update the pack. Yes. I don't really know what was wrong, but if I want to make one more, we should be able to. Yeah, it works. Also, we're going to try and feed more neutronium to the neutron activator. We want you to push up. Yeah, because very soon I'm also going to get my second antimatter pellet. Also, I have noticed that I got all the quests one more time, so the things could be messed up because I updated. But now that everything is working fine, let us have a pattern for the infinity catalyst. And we put it inside the dummy. If we also add the pattern for making the Ender's Pearl, I think we have everything in order to make some infinity catalyst. That is true. Are you making it? Please be fine. Oh, it's fine. It just takes 12 seconds. That's it. In the meantime, my second antimatter pellet is ready. And I think in order to finish the entire mod pack, you need like 3 of them, but we might get more. So this antimatter that we got has to go inside the particle accelerator, and we need to make stable antimatter. Also, this is very irritating. Don't sink. Thank you. And yeah, that is stable antimatter. So it does tell you don't feed it to cows. I don't know why. I'm gonna do that. Aha, what is this? A bucket of meat. And it's hot. Anyways, now that we have done the experiment and we have made ourselves some stable antimatter, here's what we're going to do. Infinity ingots. And yeah, it is very true that I wasted 1 stable antimatter pellet, so we can't make 16 infinity ingots, but I think we're going to need 1 more antimatter anyways. Because these things are expensive. It needs like 16 infinity ingots. I have also just been counting, and unfortunately we don't have enough neutronium in order to make enough infinity ingots. You guys always tell me why you don't update. That's the reason. Somebody decided to void everything. But yeah, I'm ordering infinity catalyst badge by badge. Where's my lava chicken? Yeah, lava chicken is no longer working. Oh, it is working. It was just bugged out. I just lost 1,000,000 buckets of lava. Okay, for making our neutronium chicken, we needed the heavy core. Makes sense. It also requires meat. Thankfully, we have a few buckets. I think we can mix the cow's meat with mine. That was a weird sentence, but it does work. So make me the neutronium chicken. Oops. Okay, thankfully we do have enough in order to make 4 blocks. Give me the chicken. Please. Oh my goodness. It's like the last 5 seconds and we're missing everything. So can I have the chicken? Thank you. And yeah, it is going to take a minute. It's fine. In the meantime, let's also get more infinity catalysts. Oh, the chicken is ready. Yes. Unfortunately, I think it takes ages for this guy to train. But we're not gonna max him out, obviously. Okay, so as it turns out, you can soul surge a trainer. That's fine. I can live with that. We just need to push everything to the east. Perfect. I'm gonna get more seeds. Where is it? Oh, it's there. We have plenty. But wait a minute, does that mean I can also have the chaos chicken? Oh, that's a fusion crafting recipe. Okay. We know. Ladies and gentlemen, our chicken was ready, so we have a decent supply of neutronium. However, the problem is that since the update, some of the recipes have been changed, some of the configurations on my machines have been changed, so yeah, I have problems. Yeah, we have 27,000 pies of neutronium from 1 chicken. But lovely, that should be 1 stack of infinity catalysts, once it finishes obviously. And now if we want 9 infinity ingots, we should be able to craft it without a hiccup. Please do that. Without a hiccup. It's actually going fine. I think it has made 1. Yeah, 2. That should be another quest. And then we're just waiting for the block. You know, the reason that I'm not a fan of updates is that normally I would make steel plates relatively easy, right? Because it did require osmium. However, in the recent version, it doesn't. It needs hydrogen. So it's those little things which bothers me, but we're almost done. Yeah, that is the final infinity ingot. I just claimed the reward for the infinity block and we got everything. Even the armor. So obviously we need to go to the new village people, Echo of Infinity, complete stage. And obviously we go to the world engine. We're going to submit our blocks, which doesn't work. I did talk to you. But that was the first stage. This is the second. But we submit everything and do the upgrade. The final one. Oh, it goes there. So what happens now? Okay, to fully complete everything, we have to come back to the Echo of Guidance. And we're done. You have now completed StoneBlock 4. To be very honest with you, I really love this mod pack. I even love the feast. You know, but with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode and maybe the series. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.